Well, I think it's a great sign that we didn't play our best hockey and we got a win. You know, we lost 2 of the 3 games previous to that in overtime. You know, so through 60 minutes, we'd given up 2 goals in each of those games. The game against Vermont, we gave up, you know, an empty netter was the only even strength goal. So we're competing defensively better. We're competing defensively better, giving ourselves a chance to stay in games and to win games. So that's a really good recipe for just average play. If you can do that on a night-to-night basis, you're going to give yourselves a chance. What we need to do is to add a dose of scoring to that.
Do you feel like you've kind of set or moved the baseline for your guys' play over the last few weeks? And I guess you don't want to get too far ahead of yourselves because you have the one victory. But do you feel like where you guys are at is a good place heading into, you know, January, February hockey?
Yeah, I mean, you're only as good as the current weekend, right? So last weekend we were 500, and this weekend right now we're 0. So we've got to go into our game at St. Lawrence and do everything we can to get 2 points, and then you address the next night when it comes. But I like what our guys are doing. I like the fact that we're competing and we've strung together a lot of good practices and pretty consistent games. Our bottom in the games right now is better than it's been in my time here, and our top is also better. So we're doing good things, and we want those to translate to victories.
A couple of guys scoring goals that maybe haven't had the seasons you've wanted offensively in Whiffen and Morello, but you know, what do their contributions mean to this group, and also the transfers as well? Goran, I think, picked up another assist.
Yeah, well, in particular, I think Brady Whiffen has really created more since we moved him to the wing. He's getting more shots on net. He's getting more chances. He's creating more. And to see him get that the game-tying goal was really a reward for him. He's played very well. He's played just simple, smart hockey, which is to his benefit and ours as well. It combined him with Jake Morello in a conversation. Both those guys had their roles change when the transfers came back. And Jake sat out a game and challenged him to just do a few things differently. And I thought that at least 2 of his last few games have been 2 of his best games in a year and a half. So that's what competition can do, and those guys are important to the big picture. And now let's see if we can ride their scoring and some other guys scoring to a big weekend.
After a long road trip, you came back for just the 1 game. Back on the road here, do you feel like this team is, you know, been going to be consistent, and you've been consistent no matter where you've played?
We have been consistent. We've played we played the right way. We've played properly. We just, you know, a lot could have been solved if we score on the power play. You know, you never know how far you are, and you can only speculate. But you know, if you get half a goal a game, 1 goal a weekend, you win 1 each weekend. If you get 2 goals a weekend, you might win 2. So there's no one area that we've been really severely negative on. We just got to put it all together, and we got to find a way to score and power play, and just keep chipping away.
Yeah, I think the last 4 games since Christmas we played really well, and obviously it's nice to get a win. But yeah, we were staying positive, kept doing the same things we were doing, and just found a way to get one after Christmas.
League games here, and then you have 2 non-leagues next week. But you know, this trip for you guys, you played in it now. This is your 4th time around. What do you try to illustrate to the younger guys about this trip and dealing with the elements and the travel?
Yeah, it's one of the more fun trips of the season. I think you get to stay in the same hotel, so you don't have to pack your stuff and bring it to the rink both nights. But we're playing against 2 good teams in front of 2 good fan bases, so it should be fun.
For you guys, this is the stretch run for you guys as far as picking up league points, and 3-6 is not the worst place in the world to be as far as the standing goes. So what are you trying to get out of this weekend?
Yeah, every game's important in the league. You want to get that home playoff seeding. So we're just going to keep on trying to get some wins here, and obviously it's kind of a cluster in the middle of the league there, so everyone helps.
Being a leader of this team, being a captain, what is your role for this group? It's still pretty young, and obviously you have the junior transfers, but for you being a captain going forward?
Just being there for the guys, first and foremost, being a leader on the ice, playing the right way so guys can look to you. But yeah, just being there for my teammates, seeing what they need help with, and if they need anything, they know they can come to me.
And school started again for you guys, so getting that fired up as well. I'm sure you guys are maybe happy to be doing something else besides hockey and practice.
Yeah, probably something to keep your mind off it once in a while. But yeah, it's a challenge starting school up again. It's been a while, so it is what it is, I guess.
I think we stayed pretty calm and pretty positive on the bench. That's something we've been harping on a lot lately. It's just staying positive with each other, having good conversations, and then ultimately just bearing down and trying to get that last goal was big.
A couple of overtime losses for you over the last few weeks, but do you guys feel like you're headed in the right direction even before the win?
Yeah, definitely. I think the last couple games have been big games for us. We've taken a lot of good strides, and we just need to build on that heading into the future, and keep that consistent play going. And I think we'll win some more games.
North Country trip for you guys this weekend. You've played in this game a number of times. What do you kind of try to illustrate to some of the younger guys? It's a different trip than every other trip this year, seemingly.
Yeah, they're fun buildings to play in. Both of them, draw a good crowd, and this year especially, they're big points. Both, we're close in the standings with both teams, and the whole league is pretty tight throughout the point race. So, it's a big 2 games for us this weekend.